Hi, Aquarians. You guys. I'm feeling the warmth for you all. And I'm excited to talk about August with you because it's a big month for you guys in the year. In the course of the year, the August and this Leo season is huge for you guys because it's your opposite sign. And it brings up a lot. And there are some challenges with it. And quickly, before I get started on this reading, I am wearing this amazing amethyst moon and these amazing amethyst earrings from Pink LUNE. She's still giving you 15% off, so I'm going to leave her store and her 15% off promo code in the description box so you know where to find her. Check her out. She's one of my people, and I love her so much, and I just support the beautiful, high-quality work she does. And let's get back to you guys, though. So yeah, this is your opposite sign. Leo is your opposite sign. This is your 7th house of relationships. And it's a sexy, exciting, challenging point in the year for you. And this month is crazy. We have that eclipse in Leo. So we have an eclipse in your 7th house of relationships. The sun's going to obviously be in Leo. Mercury, Mars is in Leo. And that means that you are being asked to really look at your patterns in relationships, at what works in your relationships, at what lights you up and what doesn't, and also how you have sabotaged yourself in the past. Especially with that eclipse, it's really taking the blindfold off, right? And as always, I have a note. I always have a note. And the note I have for you guys is like, the first thing I wrote down was feeling the pinch. And I was like, oh, it's interesting. Why would I use that phrase when talking about your 7th house, when talking about this part of the year? And I realized, like, a lot of you, I think, out there, this whole process of the spring and the summer so far this year has really been, since your birthday, it's been like the challenge has been to accept good things and to take it a little bit easier and, not be so critical of yourself and others and to allow for the good things to come in and allow it for yourself to see that. And so a lot of you actually have done that work, and you find that you have these amazing things in your life. You have amazing work. You have amazing partnership. You might have met somebody amazing who's on your level and who holds your ideals, and you're feeling it, and you're surprised by it, and you're excited by it. But yet when August hits, feeling the pinch came up. And I think that's because, you have what you want, but sometimes with you guys and your ever expansive mindset, when you have what you want, sometimes you do this thing in your mind where it becomes its own prison in your mind. And it's not. But in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I have what I want. Well, now I feel like stifled. Now I feel like if I'm not striving for more, if I'm not striving, if I'm not struggling, if I'm not pushing against the way that things are now to make it better, then I'm not doing anything. I'm not who I am. I'm stuck. I'm trapped. I can't get out. I don't like it. Get me out. That's what I'm feeling. And I think a lot of you are going to be hitting up against that wall in August, where you kind of feel like when you have what you want, it's a prison. But that is a mental state that you're being asked to address, because you guys know just as well as I do that truly good things, truly supportive things of you and your expansiveness are no trap at all, but help you become freer. True partnerships in life, true love, does not look like a prison. It looks like freedom. I'm here to tell you, as a Leo, as your opposite sign, I'm here on the other side of the year, coming at you, to tell you that real love, real enjoyment, real commitment to something is freedom. because it comes from the joy of creating it. It comes from the joy of constantly creating. It comes from the joy and release of allowing things to flow. And good things flow. Good things flow. They are not a prison. They are not like a square cell. They're not a 12 by 12 square that you have to sit inside and be bored by. They flow. They support. They encourage. So I haven't even, the cards I have one more card to pull out. And I have to say, you guys, you're going to be feeling that kind of meeting of the way you've seen relationships, the way you've seen love and partnership and commitment, and not even commitment, love and partnership, the way you've seen relating to others on that deeply personal level. You're going to be asked to really look at that. And it's beautiful, and I think a lot of you are actually going to enjoy the fact that you are in the 7th house part of your life, and you're going to be enjoying the high energy of it because it's warm, it's wonderful. I mean, having Leo as your 7th house is a wonderful placement because it's ruled by the heart and by creativity. Great placement for love. It's true romance, right? So a lot of you are going to be feeling the enjoyment of it, but you're going to be coming up against some old beliefs. Right off the gate here, we have this 3 of Wands. You have found, a lot of you have found something that is working for you. And, it has, you're realizing it's here to meet you. The 3 of Wands is about the good things that you have put out there, the good energy that you put out coming to meet you, meeting you right there, right on the shore. And you can stand there and hold it and say, yes, it's coming in. Okay, great. Great. Here it is. Awesome. Then immediately here's this reaction, 2 of Swords. Oh no, now I'm stuck. Now I don't know what to do. Now I don't know who I am. Now I don't know what I can trust. Now this whole process, maybe I am just stuck. Maybe I shouldn't trust it. Maybe I really regret that these ships are coming in. I feel like I keep giving you this little diatribe, but it's just interesting to me. You guys fascinate me on so many levels, and you are so brilliant and so good at looking at things and looking at the picture. It's your greatest asset and it's your greatest liability. Because immediately, you can think yourself all the way around the circle to where, even though you are free, you make it seem as though you are trapped. Like the freedom itself can almost be cloying. And there's just something here. You're just not trusting. Like the thing I keep getting with this is that the things that are really meant to be in your life, the things that are really at your level, the things that are really making you hum and come alive and connecting with you and flowing with you, those things are not trying to trap you. I mean, if somebody is trying to trap you, if somebody is trying to blind you, if somebody is trying to keep you held in position, they're going to fall out of your life. If somebody's actually doing that, calling obsessively or demanding that you tell them everything, looking through your phone, any of that kind of stuff, that's just unhealthy and we all know it. Those people are going to fall out of your life. But the people coming in on these ships, the ones that are flowing with you and reciprocating with you, they are not trapping you. They are on your level. And that's the thing. I mean, you have to understand the difference between that, right? And you have to understand the difference between the different relationships you've had in your life. And the reality is that the way you move forward and out of this feeling like you're either trapped or you're free and there is no in between and you are stuck. And this is the world and it is either here or it is either here. The way that you move past that is you realize that it's about the work you do in life. It is about showing up each day and doing it. sharing of yourself, making things happen, communicating, conversing, allowing the flow to happen, showing up. And I think a lot of you realize, oh, I have been doing that already. I've been doing that already. I've already been doing this work. I don't know why I'm feeling like the need to push against it and be nervous about it and be held tight about it, but I am. But then you remember, you've been getting in the flow. You've been working your way into getting into this flow. And it's there for you. And you're rewiring your brain. Card just fell. You're rewiring your brain to see relationships as freeing. And this isn't just love relationships. I mean, this is how you relate to the other, right? This is other. So this can have to do with family. This can have to do with siblings. This can have to do with work partnerships. This can have to do with your children. It really can manifest in so many different ways. And here's the thing, if you can kind of just take a moment with this and realize that this dichotomy is not a real thing, because it's not. The freedom or imprisonment with relationships that's not a dichotomy that exists. Relationships are flowing. They're dynamic, living, breathing creations, basically. They don't work in terms of dichotomy. They don't. They either are flowing or they're not. There is that dichotomy, I suppose. And that's where you're looking. But the thing is, if you can sit there and realize that for a minute and, just feel it, because you're going to feel that resistance. You're going to feel like you're being pinched and you're not going to like it. And you're going to be like, I got to get out of here. But there's some really high, it's like the things that are there, this good energy that is around you is very strong. The sun and the chariot. I mean, the sun, it's not officially the Leo card, but it has a lot of connection to Leo. Obviously, Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is in Leo. It's about creativity. It is about shining that bright light. It is about feeling playful and flowing and enjoying. Once again, there's this thing with enjoying. Like, the people you enjoy and the things you enjoy, keep doing those things. Don't get in your head with it. If something brings you joy and brings you excitement and brings you happiness, just keep going with it. Just keep showing up and doing the work of enjoying it. And the chariot is that knowledge that you are on something. I feel like if you can get yourself out of that blindfolded spot of the dichotomy and you're on the track, you'll realize you are on a track you want to be on. You have done so much work to get to this place where you could be on a track that you wanted to be on, where you could be going forward with something that really matters to you and makes you happy, where it lights you up and it makes you hope for more and to open up to the world as it is. I mean, I'm excited for you guys, honestly, because as much as I am giving you a little bit of grief about that Two of Swords and the blindness and the dichotomy, it's like, and feeling that little pinch, honestly, it's not going to be a huge thing. You're going to be feeling this because you've done your work, because you've been thinking about this for a while. You've been thinking about how much you want to know what it feels like to be in the flow. You've been thinking about how much you want to know what it feels like to experience freedom and connection at the same time. Because being who you are, being such a powerful sign and such beautiful people. Oh my gosh, Aquarians. You sometimes suffer with isolation. Aquarians, you guys, you feel isolated from the world often. I think. A lot of you do because you are brilliant and you really do see the big picture and you are analyzing things and you are seeing things that others are maybe not. And sometimes it can just feel like, what is relating to somebody? What is relating to others? What is letting somebody in? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Is it possible to have that deep kind of connection and still be free and still be seeing the big picture and still be being who I am, which is this person who can see and analyze and look and strive for more at all times? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is possible. Once again, it's about the fact that relation to other is a dynamic thing. It's also expanding at all times. It's also morphing and changing and growing and shifting and doing all this stuff, right? And I think you're going to be really feeling that. You're going to be like, yes, you're right. This is like moving. There's movement under the relationships you have in your life. There's a flow. There's an elasticity. And honestly, like living, breathing, kind of organic understructure to it that makes you realize that, you know, you aren't the object in the situation that is stuck in the situation, but that you are actually interacting with another living, breathing entity as well. You know, I hope I'm explaining this correctly. And here's the thing, you know, here it is, the Lovers. It's just so, I can't make this stuff up. You know, the 7th house, here it is, the Lovers, the other, meeting the other, understanding what that looks like. And it's funny that I'm talking about dichotomies, because when you're talking about your opposite sign, there is a dichotomous kind of energy to this, right? There is that kind of, you know, opposites meeting, and therefore, and so with the Lovers, you have a little bit of that energy, right? But once again, here's this warm undertone to it, where there's movement. It's moving, it's growing, it's breathing with you. And like I said, only things this month, I tell you what, with that eclipse in Leo, in your opposite sign, anybody, like I said, who's being crazy, anybody who is taking you for granted, or being flaky, or being shallow, or being weird, or being controlling, or trying to trap you, they are going to be falling out of your lives. They are just going to be. Because there is a flow for you this month. And it's going to flow. And the people that you realize have been supporting you, have been encouraging you, who have been flowing with you, the people who, when you're around them and you see them, you feel lighter and brighter and more like yourself, those people and those bonds are only going to get stronger. And they are only going to help continue your expansion and your freedom. Like, that's what I'm getting. The people that really give a shit about you and know who you are only going to help you expand and become more free. They have no interest in trapping you. They have no interest in forcing you to be anything other than you are. Why? Because they love you for who you are. They understand your nature. Queen of Wands, here is Leo again. This is fire energy, and it is complementary to you. That's the thing. I keep getting, it's like, you know, a bonfire burns because there's oxygen there, right? There's fuel, and there's heat, and there's oxygen. There's movement, and this energy is helping you move. It's using you. I mean, it's not using you. That's a terrible way to put it. It's flowing with you. There's a breath. There's that dynamic process going on here. There's so much movement. I mean, that's what I'm getting, actually. It's like, I started with that thing of feeling the pinch, and I think you will at the first part of the month. By the second part of the month, though, there's this thing where it's going to be realizing that there is like momentum under something, that there is this glowing hearth, that you are feeling it. You are feeling it. You're feeling the enormity of what it can be to build something that lasts. And it is something like this. These are the last 2 cards of this reading, and this is just so beautiful, you guys. I'm feeling super gooey, and I normally do not feel gooey when I'm doing your readings. I normally feel really sassy and kind of, you know, like trouble. And I'm feeling really gooey because for me, these 2 energies, this is the ideal partnership for Aquarians. The 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles, that's the big picture. That's ever expanding and building and growing and focusing and staying true to your values and staying true to what you actually want to build and not bullshitting around with it. This is energy of true expansiveness and loyalty. You guys are so loyal. And when you let somebody into your fold, they better mean everything they say, right? They better be there for you, for real. They better accept you for who you are, and they better not be just running around flaking out. And then you have this 3 of Cups, which is about friendship. And friendship is so important, right? You guys are the rulers of friendship, of the whole, of the big communal world that we live in. And the only partnerships you can have in your life are ones that include friendship and openness and your community. They're not about, and once again, they're not about shutting you down. They're not about boxing you in, saying, okay, you know, here's how you relate to others. We go into a box and we just sit there. No, there's a dynamic, beautiful quality of this energy, which is about the revelry and the community. And once again, it's like, I keep picking up for you guys that for those of you that have the people around you that are jamming with this energy, your bond with those people are going to get so much stronger this month, as long as you don't as long as you don't follow this road. You know, some of you have followed this road in the past. You've let things leave to protect yourself and to ensure that you are free. Right? This month is really asking you to take a look at that and to choose a different way. To choose a way that is about this. To choose a way that is about connection. It's about community and friendship and partnership and love. You don't have to choose between these two. The love, the two, and the community. These three, actually. You don't have to choose between these. They're all part of the same process. And when you're with people who are highly evolved enough to understand that, you can be assured that their loyalty will always be with that vision. And honestly, the people who don't get that about you, and the people who do not get that you are somebody with vision and with the capacity to understand the complexity of the world, they're going to go. They will go. But I feel like a lot of you are surrounded by people, and a lot of you have either somebody you're interested in, or somebody that you're dating, or somebody that you're seeing, or somebody that actually is on this level with you and gets it, and you're perilously close to snapping that thread. And this month is going to really ask you, why? Why do you want to snap it? What will it bring? Will it expand you, or will it contract you? Odds are, if this is somebody who lights you up and it feels dynamic, snapping that thread will contract you. And that is actually a lack of freedom. So you're going to be asked to look at that. And for each of you, that's going to be different. And there's a lot of you falling on either side of this issue where you need to let somebody go, or you need to keep going and keep finding out. It's a beautiful time, though, you guys, and I think you're going to be feeling it. Your hearts, which you keep so carefully safe, are going to be major players this month. You're going to be feeling it. So that's why you're probably going to be feeling a little pinched, a little nervous, and a little... So just, breathe through it. You're going to make it. I love you guys so much, truly, Aquarians. Oh my gosh, I can't express the deep, deep love I have for you guys. You are just so amazing, and I can't imagine my world without you guys. Oh, I love you. I love you. So I'm going to leave my website, my email in the description box. I really would love to work with you guys. I do Skype readings and video readings, lots of one-on-one work. We can see what's coming up for you. Love to hear from you guys. I also leave Pink LUNE's info below. Please check her out. And I will see you guys in September. Have fun with the eclipse. I hope it's amazing, and I hope you're all having just a beautiful, beautiful August. Talk to you soon.